Hey guys, I'm starting the episode today. We just decided like 2 seconds ago. But I'm Mackenzie.
I'm Raylan.
Yes! What episode are we on? 6? 5! Yes! And we're doing green flags today. We have okay, pause. Raylan asked on her story and I reposted it, but I actually don't know if they could respond on my repost. Because it was
I don't know. They could probably click and then, yeah.
But we asked for green flag, so we have people's responses and we have our own.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Should I go?
Yeah.
Okay. So we decided to do green flags, just for funsies, And we were told we seem very hateful from the last episode, but
I stand by everything I said in that video.
So we're gonna start with let's start with our green flags. Start with
our personal ones, or like for us.
No. I'm humble.
I'm really beautiful, and I'm smart, and I'm intelligent. I'm just so kind.
Green flags we see,
okay,
yes. Or that we've experienced.
Do you want a cracker?
Yeah.
They're really good. I'm eating the crackers from our school breakfast thing. Their birthday cake.
So good.
They actually are really fire. They're a little bit dry though. Cannot lie. It's good. Okay. Do you want to start?
You should start.
Oh, okay. Sorry if you could hear my mouth noises really clearly. That's my bad. Let me think. I'm trying to think of couples that I know. Why can't I not think of anyone I know? Hold on.
Kyle and Hannah.
Oh yeah, you're so right. Kyle and Hannah are so cute. Hey guys. I think one of their green flags is they always are keeping track of each other.
Mm-hmm.
They always know where each other are. Mm-hmm. Even in group settings, if they're with other people, they always know where the other person is, which I think is good because especially if you're in a social setting, you don't really know knowing where the other person is.
That's fun.
I forgot they can't hear the music.
A green flag that I've seen is when you're not embarrassed of them.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how loud they may be, or it's they're not embarrassed of you or showing that they love you.
Yeah,
that's such a green flag.
Yeah, I think the one is when you're wrong in a situation. Okay, imagine I'm not usually wrong, but but when they don't correct you in public, but they kind of just shh. But then in private they correct you, so it's not as embarrassing or upsetting for you. People that just know how to read situations very well and know how to handle your emotions in public. Because some things don't need to be brought up in front of people.
Yeah.
And then it's awkward for everyone.
Yeah, I really like that too. Or when I saw this thing where it was you can be supportive firsthand. Let's say you go to a show or something. You didn't like that much.
Yeah.
But you should be supportive of it, and then tell them weeks later, once they're kind of settled down off that adrenaline, they're I didn't enjoy that much, but I really enjoyed seeing you.
Yeah. Especially with our school. Because I get it. Orchestra is so boring sometimes. I was at our last concert, and our highest orchestra actually went on for 45 minutes. And I was I love orchestra. I love listening to orchestras. But I was I want to leave. But enjoying the performance because the person's in it and not the actual performance is completely valid. But don't know the timing on when to tell them that. Because if they're really proud of it and they're it was so good, you're it kind of sucked. But... That's so rude.
And you're so excited to see all your family and friends that came, and then they're they don't talk about it at all.
I know, that was so boring.
We're so hateful. But it's valid.
I know.
So it's fine. Some green flags is you deal with me. You gladly deal with me. You genuinely deal with me.
I agree, because I see some boyfriends, they do not like their girlfriends. I'm just so confused. Because I'm why are you together? But they're just I feel enjoying being with your partner despite their flaws is bare minimum, but not as common as we would like it to be.
Mm-hmm. And they're emotionally mature enough to not like mess with your feelings.
I saw this TikTok the other day, and it was like relationships are less about compatibility and more about like relationship competency, because you don't have to be like the same person to make it work. Like you just have to like want to, and like if you have the ability to like communicate, be mature about things, like it usually ends up working.
Yeah.
For at least a longer period of time than it would have.
Yeah. Because obviously still like compatibility is important,
Yeah.
but also like if you feel like, because there are gonna be some like opinions and some like viewpoints to where you're like, oh, I don't agree with you on that, but you're like, everyone has different opinions, so you're not gonna be compatible on every single level, but most of them. Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
When you get me flowers.
When you do things because the other person enjoys them, even if you don't.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to do it every time, but just like finding a balance between things that you both enjoy and then things that you individually enjoy but are doing it for the other person. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. But you're doing it because
you care about them.
You know, and you know that they enjoy that thing. Like, let's say if my man, if he were to go, I really want to go ziplining. I'd be like, that's great.
Yes.
Yeah, like, who did you want to go with?
You.
I will gladly go with you. Let's go together. Yes. Let's do that together. And I'm using my knowledge. Maybe they've been down lately.
Yes.
Maybe they've been having a hard time. And they genuinely enjoy ziplining. That is okay. I will close my eyes half the time, but I will go with you. See, that's just like, that is a very rare occasion where I will do that.
Yeah.
But if I had the opportunity to do that, I would. Yeah.
Or like, Mackenzie, I really want to take a light stroll with you. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'll do it once. Because you want to walk slow.
Like, we need to go, like, my pace, though. Like, I just want to enjoy the
I just want to look at the scenery. If that's your calling, we can do it. We can make this work. Not every time, though. That's not going to work.
Like, I will do that thing with you once a year.
Exactly.
If you really enjoy it.
An annual event.
Yeah. Exactly. And I think another green flag is if they know that you don't want to do something, they're not going to, like, push you to do it.
I agree.
You know, they're not going to, like, unless it's, like, something, like, they know you want to do, but you're like, no, like, I'm fine. I just don't want to. Then you're like, you've been waiting for this thing to happen for months. You really like doing this.
I agree.
Go do it.
Yeah.
But if it's, like, if he's like, oh, like, do you want to go out to this, like, party with me or something, and you don't feel like it, just be like, I don't know, I'll think about it. And then he's like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Like, just being aware. And not, like, having that, I think also that comes to, like, the whole thing with, like, knowing God's love too, like, empathy.
I agree.
Like, feeling empathy, like, oh yeah, they were probably tired from a hard day. Not putting your needs before yourself, and not putting on, like, the, oh, since I went ziplining with you gotta go rock climbing with me.
I agree. And I think just, like, not, like tax collectors, like, you know when they, like, hold stuff over your head, like, I feel like so many people in relationships do that. I'm like, that's not necessary, because I'm like, well, I took you to this one place, so now you have to, and I'm like, that's not the point.
So why would I go? Why would I do
just
anything?
Doing things, like, because you enjoy them and you want to do them for the other person, and not doing things for the other person because you have to, or because they did something for you.
Yeah. And yes.
Thank you.
That's why I brought it.
Thank you.
And I know that, like, with certain things, it's like, oh, I just want to do this because they want me to. But do you want to do it? Do you want to be genuinely doing it? Like, this one movie, I forgot the name of it. It has Jennifer Aniston in it, though. And she was like, he made me so mad. The guy. And they had his family over for dinner. She cooked everything. She went to work. He just got dressed, and then they had dinner together. Then as soon as they left, he went on video games, and she had to clean everything
That's
up by
crazy.
herself. And she was like, hey, can you do the dishes for me? He's like, oh, I'm while playing video games. He's like, oh, I've had a long day, like I'm super tired. And she was like, could you like please help me? Like I had work too, blah blah
Yeah.
blah. He's like, okay, fine, whatever, let's get it done. Threw
That's
his
crazy.
controller over there, and she was like, okay, now I don't want you to do them. And he's
Yeah.
like, why not? And he's like, because I want you to want to do the
Yeah.
dishes.
I want you to want to help me.
Exactly.
I can't with tantrums. Like, you're not a
Mhm.
baby. Stand all the way up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like were you gonna say one?
No, I can't even. I don't know. I don't know.
I think also when they decidedly like remember the small things or the big things, you know?
I agree.
Just simple stuff like that where it's like you genuinely care about that person. And even if you have terrible memory, I have terrible memory sometimes too, and you genuinely want to remember things about them.
I agree. Like, I know some people that just have like a note app, and it'll have like the partner's order for like different places that they go to, and I'm like, you know how to do this. Like, this is so good.
That's so sweet. Mm-hmm.
Trying to think. I don't know. Trying to think of ones that aren't on the screenshot already.
I know, because those ones are really good.
Yeah.
Should we just jump into it? Okay.
Now we're gonna be doing your guys' green
flags that you swiped up with. We're gonna like
Yes.
rate them. We're gonna talk about them. One really similar. There's a few that are very similar. They're,
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I'm probably
there's a
gonna
lot.
skip a few
Mhm.
because one of the people just slid up and was like, don't know. Anyways.
Now, why would you say that?
I know. I was like, why would you even respond? Okay, this is like, okay, 2 people said this one. It said good relationship with mom / good and healthy relationship with family. I agree.
That's definitely a good thing because like you see how they treat like women.
I agree. I think it's very telling how people like interact with their mom is how they're going to react with you. And also, depending on how close they interact with their mom, how you're going to have to interact with their parents as well.
Yeah.
And how they're going to interact with your parents. Because I feel like a lot of people, like, it's such an important thing to get along with people's parents. Because you could tell me I'm wrong, but most people really value their relationship with their parents.
Mhm.
So I feel like if you behave well with your own parents, you're more likely to get along with other people's parents.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's okay to like not like a certain family member.
Yeah.
Like definitely that, but if you like genuinely like you're like
No, yeah, unless they've done something like absolutely insane and diabolical to you, like you just have beef for no reason, like that's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Where would you rank that? Like on like a...
Oh, like 10 is like that's important to me.
Yeah.
1 is like that's whatever. I'd say 9.
I agree.
Solid
I
9.
Mm-hmm. Because I like there's some instances where I'm like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Because some people's families are just not as good.
Yeah.
As they should be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good communication. I agree.
Yes. If you can't communicate, what are we doing here?
I say what? There's literally no way this is gonna work. I think that has to be 10.
10 definitely.
I don't think it could be any lower.
I think I've dealt with it like personally, like in the past I've had communication issues, but now that I know like what I want and what I deserve, it's more of like, okay, this is what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And this is what's wrong.
Yeah. Okay. She said goes to church and does Bible study with you.
10.
Okay. Let me explain. I think it's a 9 just because Bible studies, I understand why people aren't always invested with other people, because some people just need to do it by themselves. And I'm like, that's fully valid. Because sometimes it's hard to like work through lessons if you're hearing the other person's input, because it's hard to interpret it in your own way.
And be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. But I just heard church and I was like, yeah.
So true, girl.
Read that Bible.
Okay, this one said, okay, that's the exact same thing. Pause. Isn't it weird when you talk about your period? I agree.
Yeah. Like, if they're genuinely grossed out by
you,
by yourself.
I know. Especially, like, people that want to have kids. I'm like, what?
Or, like, pregnancy, they're like, if you're going to get big and your body's going
to change.
That's kind of what it's, like.
There's literally a baby inside of me. A whole other person, and you're like, but you're going to have stretch marks. Kind of comes with the deal.
Yeah.
I don't know
I'd say, like, it's okay. Like, I'd say it's a solid 9 because, like, they're like fine with like itself. But if they're if they just have brothers, it's gonna be a new thing to you.
Yeah.
But if that like but like if you have a sister and you're weirded out by
I
it,
know. I think for me that's a 10.
mm,
Cause I honestly don't. My mood swings aren't that bad when I'm on my period, but just like
Mhm.
the actual cramps and like the pain,
oh yeah,
not fun.
back
So
pain,
yeah.
cramps, yeah.
So if I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm in so much pain, and he's like, why? I'm on my period. Ew. What?
Or when they try and solve it, they're like take
Or
some, like
I
take
know
some
when they try to
Tylenol or
problem
blah blah
solve it, I'm
blah.
like, okay, it's not just gonna naturally go away. Like it's still gonna happen.
Mm-hmm,
But they're like, did you drink water? That's actually not gonna solve all of my bodily issues, unfortunately.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
They have Spotify. I agree.
mm-hmm.
I don't think it's as important as the other ones, but
8. Not kidding.
I think like a 6.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Because I
good.
feel like I don't understand how others like platforms work.
Mm-hmm.
Don't I? It's either iTunes or Apple Music. Don't you have to like buy the songs
I know,
individually?
that's what I'm saying. That's
crazy.
a lot of money.
I know. I'm like, if you have the funds for it, good for you. But you could be spending that elsewhere.
How much does a singular person plan cost on Spotify?
I have no idea.
Like $4?
I don't know. My mom pays for our family plan.
Same.
Okay. They support you having a life separate from them.
10.
I agree. Because I can't. I can't. I actually can't. Like, I see these couples that are so codependent, and I actually, like, want to pull my hair out for them. I'm like, I can't listen to you guys talk anymore because this is actually, like, making me upset.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd say 10 because I've definitely learned, like, if you can't have a life outside of your partner, do you really know yourself?
I agree. I think if, like, also people that are so angry when you have, like, your own life, I'm like, do you not have yours? Like, do you not have hobbies and things to keep you busy when I'm doing things?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's really concerning for me.
Mm-hmm. Because it's like, I should have my life together, and then a plot that you're an extra little thing. It shouldn't be you filling in the gaps.
Yeah, and you shouldn't be, like, I shouldn't have to change my lifestyle necessarily, because I say that very loosely also, because my lifestyle right currently, like, there's nothing really to change if I were to get in a relationship. Like, obviously some things need to change, but like if I have to alter my daily routine when we're dating, like you shouldn't be sucking the life out of me. You should be adding, and not having a life of your own would drain me.
Yeah. And if you can't love your own life, how are you going to love your life with someone else in it?
I agree. I think you need to appreciate your own existence before you can like really be in love with someone else.
Yeah. 10.
I agree. 10. Oh, we already said that one. They are self-aware.
Yes.
I agree. I think 10 because people that can't take accountability actually make me want to slam their head repeatedly against a dashboard. Like I actually start screaming.
Like also
Hypothetically,
self-awareness.
I'm not violent. Sorry.
Self-awareness, it's also like they know what they want personally.
I agree.
Like, if you don't know what you want, do you really want me?
I know.
Do you want?
I think if you're self-aware, you like understand yourself, and you're also like you have the ability to understand other people. Because I think if you understand how your own brain works, it's easier to sympathize with other people because you can kind of see the way that, like, you can see like their behavioral patterns. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think self-aware kind of goes hand in hand with like empathy.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that though.
Yeah, because if you're not like, I used to not be a very self-aware person. Yeah. I think I was very confused, like what I wanted and what I deserved, because you should know what you deserve, and you should know what is compatible with your personality.
Yeah,
and what you're willing to compromise. Because why are we figuring this out, like, yeah, so far down the road when it was a problem from the beginning?
I know. I don't think a year into our relationship you should still be doing self-discovery about what you think you deserve from me, you know? And I think people that are self-aware also tend to hold themselves to a higher standard, because like even like in a positive way and in like a behavioral way, I guess, like positive because they know how they deserve to be treated, and that kind of makes the relationship better because they're not willing to accept you like treating them poorly. And then also they are aware of how they act, and most of the time people that are self-aware like try to fix it. If you're not trying to fix it and you know you're the problem, that's still better than not knowing. But like they try to hold themselves to like a better standard, and I think that's so I think 10.
Yeah, I think 10 as well. I just Like,
Are you tweaking?
imagine thinking like you know this person when they don't even know themselves.
I know, that's kind of crazy.
Who am I dating?
I know.
Who am I about to marry?
I know, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not picky. Does that mean like food wise?
Let's do food wise and like
ant with the bag.
food wise and relationship wise.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's good to be picky relationship wise.
Yeah.
I think being picky relationship wise gets you. I think personality wise, being picky gets you a better relationship physically. But I think like
if they're like you don't have blue eyes.
I know people that have like really strict types are crazy
What?
to me. Like I get like having a type because like that's just the people you're typically attracted to. But being
Mhm.
like, you don't have a BBL, like that's ew. We can't date. Okay, buddy.
You're not willing to get plastic surgery like after you
I
give
know.
birth.
You don't have a button nose. Like what? I'm like what?
Your forehead's not like under 5 inches. Like,
Not a
what is
single
it?
centimeter. Like what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
But I think people that are picky, like relationship wise, I think it's just because I'm picky. So I think that's why I'm
Mm.
justifying this.
Mm.
But I think people that are picky in like relationships, they end up getting more what they want. And I don't think it's reasonable to be in a relationship where you're unhappy with like a strong character trait of your significant other. Because like some things you can't work around.
Yeah.
Because that's like who they are as a person. So I'm like, if you just try to ignore that, like it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say like not picky. Like when it comes to personality, I think we're kind of opposite, and that's why we're doing green flags because it's like we're
Yes.
both single, so we're gonna be very unbiased,
Yeah.
and we're not really crushing on anyone. So we'll just see. We'll wait and see. But I'd say, thank
Sorry.
you, green flag.
Thanks.
But I'd also say that if they're picky, like personally, I'm not like extremely picky with, I don't know how to say this, like personality wise, I feel like I give a lot of grace when it comes to like if something slips up,
That's fair.
I'll be like, it's
No!
fine, everything's fine.
Yeah.
But now I know better. It's like, ooh, I'm gonna keep that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna remember that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a little
Yeah.
list, make a little list. But if you're picky, like food wise, food is very important in my family, like culturally and all that kind of stuff. And if you're picky, it's gonna be hard to fit in my family. I'm not gonna ridicule
Yeah.
for you that, but I'm sure like if my grandma really liked you and your personality's great, like she would make a separate dish for you.
Yeah. Being picky food wise is fine for me because I'm picky food wise. But I think there are two types of picky. It's like picky because like you literally cannot eat it, like
Mm-hmm.
texture wise and stuff like that. I'm like, okay,
throw up.
yeah. Like if you're gonna start throwing up, just don't eat it. I get it. But then there's also like disrespectful picky, where they like won't try anything.
Mhm.
They like don't like they like react like physically at like cultural foods. Like that's so weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not a huge fan of a lot of foods because like textures, but I'll still try it.
Mhm.
And I think that's all I need from someone, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would be a hater if I was like, you can't be picky, but I can.
Not picky, relationship
Aspect?
I said that a little too long.
You're dragging
I
it
meant
out.
to say aspect.
Mhm.
I couldn't.
You couldn't figure it out?
Piece it together, and I realized how long it was going for. I'd give that like not picky in relationships. I'd say
I think not picking a relationship is like 5. I think it's pretty neutral for me.
yeah. It just depends on the person how they approach it. Picky food wise, I'd say 6. That's a little bit more agreeable for me.
I think not picky food wise is like also a 5, to be honest. So I'm just like, I can't really hate. But I saw this Reddit story. Sorry guys, it was a TikTok Reddit story.
Let's hear
I wasn't on Reddit, but it was like this guy and he would only eat pizza. Like that was all he would eat. He refused to eat anything else. And they were like gonna go on this vacation and like they paid a lot of money for like food and stuff. And he would only eat pizza. Like his biggest concern was like the pizza places around and like where he could get frozen pizzas.
Was he Italian?
No, he was like some like I don't know. He was some like gamer kid or whatever. But she was like, he won't eat anything else. What? It's just crazy to me. Like And to me, because she was like, yeah, he's not like, he doesn't have like texture issues or anything. Like, it's literally just like that's the only food he was like willing to eat.
I hope that's a
Why
joke.
are you a toddler?
I hope that's a joke.
I hope
You
so.
better be joking. But you're not, so.
AFR. Okay, when they have manners. 10.
10. Because if I feel strongly about this. When the waiter, waitress, like, they're being, like, really, like, you just have to thank them.
I know, people that are really rude to like servers like actually make me like physically cringe.
Working with people is hard. Like,
Yeah.
and serving them
Yeah.
in a
Especially-
professional workplace.
I know, especially in like busy restaurants where like every other table needs something at the exact same time.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you're here with me. Relax. Like, we could just talk and wait for the food. Like, if you're that impatient, are you only here for that?
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
And then people that are like just rude, like, and some girls on TikTok like when guys are like rude to other girls, but I'm like, that just kind of icks me out a little bit. Like, you don't have to be super friendly and like kiss them on the mouth, but if you like guys that drop doors on girls, I'm like, hold the door for her.
No. I'd say when it comes to that, like, if a girl is, like, walking up to my man, she's like, hey, like, I want you. Sorry, I just, like, referred to my man, but I don't even have a man, so it's fine. Like, you open the door and, like, or they're like, hey, like, do you, like, can I get your number, blah, blah. Be like, oh, I have a girlfriend.
Yeah. Do you think when people say sorry, I have a girlfriend, that's different than
just
saying I
about
have
to
a
say
girlfriend? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, it depends. It's like, depending on their tone, if it's like, oh, sorry, I have a girlfriend, that's fine. It's like, kind of, because it takes a lot of courage
Yeah.
for people to ask for your
I agree.
Instagram or phone number.
I think it also depends on how quickly they respond. Because
Yeah.
if they respond really fast, it's like, oh, sorry, I have a girlfriend. Because then that's just like their natural response, being
Great.
like, you asked me out, sorry,
Beautiful.
I'm
But if they're like,
not on the market. But they're like, no, sorry, I have a girlfriend.
why
why
do
are
you
you
sound
sorry?
tied down?
I know. Why am I like holding you captive?
If you're like, because I feel bad for like a girl in general, like,
yeah.
and they're like, he's like, oh no, like,
yeah.
get away from me.
I know. Ew.
It takes a lot of courage to a girl.
I know. And I'm like, also, I know my man's cute. He has a
Right.
girlfriend for a reason. Like, I
Right.
wouldn't be surprised if
Right.
people were hitting on him in the first
Right.
place.
So you shouldn't be.
What?
This is an ick. I'm sorry, but when their partner gets mad at them for being attractive and getting people's like, for people asking for their numbers and stuff.
Okay, I agree. Because you signed up for this. You knew what I looked like before we started dating.
That's why you're with me, no?
Right? Like, you can see what I look like, no? I just don't understand.
Yeah.
People that get mad about things that they knew existed before the relationship, and then they're like, why do you do that? What did I do? Like,
I'm
you knew this was
standing
gonna
here.
happen. I'm just really hot. Like, it's not my fault. But I think, like, people that are, like, I would be so grossed out if, like, some girl was like, hey, like, I'm really sorry. Like, I thought you were cute. Can I have your number? And he's like, ew, no. Like,
Be
that's
like-
just so nasty to me.
Like, would you have done that to me?
I know.
You know?
Because she was so nice about it. She
Yeah.
wasn't like, oh, I know you have a girlfriend, but, like,
Oh,
like, you're in public.
like,
she
if
doesn't know
she's,
anything
like,
about you.
Right. And if she's like, if she genuinely feels bad for like hitting on you,
Yeah.
great. But if she's like, oh, I don't care, like, just give me your number, like, it doesn't matter. That's when you can.
That's
run.
when you can start getting rude. But if he's like, no, like, I have a girlfriend, like, sorry. And she's like, oh, like, no worries. She just walks away. Like, why would that interaction need to
Right.
be rude? But then if she's
Right.
like, I don't care, she doesn't need to know. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I already know.
I know. I actually could feel it. I had a tingle up my spine. I felt it.
Yeah, little tickle. Yeah. So 10.
I agree.
Manners 10.
I think manners are so important. And they're very attractive as well.
Yeah.
Like, just people that are polite. I'm
Calling me,
wow,
like,
you're
ma'am.
so cute. True.
That's so sweet. I'm like, yeah,
I agree.
get to work. I like that.
It's just
But,
like,
like,
so like respectful, you know?
Yeah. Love that.
I agree. Calls over texts. Like, they prefer
Hmm.
calls. I think I really don't like calling people, actually. I don't know if it's because I haven't liked anyone enough to call them, but personally I prefer texting. Just because I like to do my own thing and like listen to music while I do stuff. And I can't really do that when I'm on the phone with someone.
Mm.
So I'd rather just be doing my own thing and then text at the same time. Because I text back fast enough if I want to. So
Mm.
I think it just depends on like how quick you are with your response times. So if you're taking an hour to respond, we're not texting.
I would say if, because like I'm fine with either, but like if I love people, let me not say that.
What? No, go.
I find it really sweet when people are not afraid to like double text, or they're genuinely in the conversation. Like you're matching my energy. You love the stickers I sent you. I get complimented on that a lot.
Hold on, guys, I want to show you one of the ones that she sent me.
Yeah. And I really, in call, that's perfectly fine, but just don't be dry, or don't be like, why do you sound like that?
I know.
What do you mean? Yeah. JB with the flowers.
Yes.
I know she likes JB, so.
I do like Justin Bieber.
When they remember the little things.
Me and her are in love.
Yeah. Sorry.
But I just think, like, I don't know. I don't like calling all the time. I think FaceTime's cool, like, every once in a while. But I think, no. I'll say, if I haven't seen you that day, I can call you. But if I've seen you that day, like if we go to school together and we spent all of lunch together and you still want to be all about me, like we cannot.
If I've heard your voice.
If I've heard your voice for more than an hour straight, we cannot call. Because I need time to like relax. But if I haven't been around people that day, I can call you for however long. But if I've already been at school, usually I'm overstimulated because I'm so tired of hearing people talk. I can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that's like probably a 3. I really don't care.
I'd say 5. It's in between.
Being self-assured, knowing yourself, self-respect. That's kind of the same one.
Yeah, that's that's a good one.
10.
10. Self-respect.
I agree. I think if you respect yourself, you're more likely to respect me.
Yeah.
If you don't respect yourself,
because if you don't respect yourself, like,
then you don't really have a standard of respect in general.
Exactly. And that also accounts for manners, and definitely like, because people who are just very angry, or they're very like they don't know, they're just not knowing,
they're just not there,
it's a little, it can be a little uncomfy.
I agree. It's kind of awkward because I'm like, what's happening? They don't even know what's happening because they don't know. Okay, when they have a plan for the future, I think my current age, like a 7, but I think if I was like a senior, it would be like 10. I would like you have a general idea, but I think having like intense plans for your future like kind of like can like restricts you at my age.
That's being picky.
Yeah.
I would say, as a senior, I would say it's a solid like, I would say 6 or 7, because it's like, personally, like, I'm majoring in something that's like kind of broad, which I'm exploring throughout college.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what you're doing, like, that's okay, because it's like, you're still a teenager trying to figure out everything. Like, you're still 17 or 18. I'm 17. And I'm going out of state by myself.
I know.
Scary. But it's like, it's okay if like you're like, oh yeah, I want to help people, or I want to work in business, or I want to do like a general thing, that's fine, like you said. But if it's like, I want 3 kids and I want 2 dogs,
if it's like down to milliseconds, that's crazy.
You're scaring me.
I know.
I'm glad you know, but
I think general like idea of what you want to do is a 10 for me, but I think like intense, like this is what I want to major in, this is where I want to live, blah, 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 like that doesn't really matter to me. But just like, it's a 10 if you're like, I want this, I want marriage, like this is my end goal.
And also, like, if you know that things aren't like 100% like promised,
I agree,
and you're like kind of flexible when it comes to that stuff. Like, if you have a house saved on Zillow and you're like, I need this house, and it gets sold, like, and you throw a temper tantrum, sorry.
I think intention is more important to me than the actual plan. I think that's what I'm confusing it with.
That's good.
Does not make fun of the things you like, no matter how big or small. I agree. 10.
10.
Because I just like, why do you hate me? What's your problem?
Yeah, like, if you're pouring your heart out into something, and like, okay, I'm not pouring my heart out to K-pop, but like,
me neither.
Like, in that way, like, I'll listen to it, I like it, like I've said before, but I love K-pop. But if you just genuinely like, let's say, what do I like? Oh, flowers.
You do really like flowers.
If I'm doing like the Mackenzie.
Why is my palm blue?
My
It's not blue in real life, right?
no.
Okay. Oh my gosh, that was so scary. I was like, I'm color changing.
Avatar. Yeah. Anyways,
Not cool.
if you have like, if you know I like flowers and you're like, oh, like they're gonna die anyways. Like, why would you even get them? Like, it's such a waste of money.
Mm-hmm. Right?
My cheeks are really red. I'm like,
You get mad?
yeah. Like, why are you
Sorry, guys.
like, why are you making fun of like something
Yeah.
that you know I genuinely like?
I agree. And I think that no matter how big or small was important because, like, especially small things, it's such a small part of who you are and your personality.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you need to make fun of it?
Right.
Like, it's such a, like, K-pop, such a small part of my life. Most I'm doing is listening to it in my AirPods. Like, why are you throwing up over it?
You don't wear K-pop merch very often.
No, yeah, I'm not like my husband Jungkook. Like, that's crazy.
I kiss the poster every night. Like,
Saying goodnight to my 7 boyfriends. Like, that's so weird. But just, like, being normal about things, and you're like, ew. Why do you not want me to be happy or
Right.
feel joy?
mm-hmm.
10.
10.
Okay, this person just said, I don't know. Thank you for your contribution. Cares about academics. I think caring and being good are 2 different
Yeah.
things. I think caring is 10. Being good, 5.
Academics, I would say is a 8. Like, caring about it, yeah. Like, if you're in college, your parents are paying for that.
Yeah.
Ooh, you better go to these
Yeah.
classes if you're not paying for them yourselves. But if you're just, if you don't see it as a top priority in your life, that's
Yeah.
fine. But like, right, being good at it, like,
Yeah, you don't have to be like an evil genius.
that
That's
doesn't
fine.
matter to me.
But I think just like caring about it is important to me because I'm like, I think because I'm very like big on academics, so I think them caring about it themselves would make them more understanding of my kind of mindset. And also, even if you're not interested in every subject, caring about one subject is fine.
Mhm.
Being really good at one subject,
Cute.
cool. But I just think like not caring kind of like gives me the ick. Because I think like the kids that just like have their heads down and then the teachers are like, hey, like, can you listen to the lesson? They're like, I don't even need this class. Relax. Like, take a deep breath. Just
Walk out
just
right
pick
now
your
and
head
I will
up.
mark you absent.
I know, that's crazy. I'll say a 9. 10 is a little bit strong. I'll say 9. Okay, keeps the energy up even after becoming a relationship. 10.
10, such a 10. Because if you're pursuing me during like the 3 month talking stage and like bringing the flowers, bringing the candy, and then you stop, what's up, your girlfriend? I'm gonna walk out for.
I know. Because I'm like, why were you pursuing me so hard if you were just going to give up right after?
It's like,
what's the point?
it's like winning, like, let's say you go to a carnival and you like spend all your money on getting that big old prize, and once you get it, you like take
You
like
shove it in your
terrible,
closet.
take terrible care of it.
Yeah. You're like, you win the Olympics, and then you just stop playing your sport completely. You're like, I'm over it. Whatever.
Right.
You lose the medal. Like, what? Like, I don't even know where it is.
Imagine doing like a Vogue interview and they're like, can we see your medal? Like, I don't have them.
No.
Yeah.
I think that's probably like one of the most important things. I'm like, why are you losing interest in me? Because you have me. Wouldn't that make you more interested because you like finally got it?
Yeah.
Whatever. When they tell you when they leave / get back home. Oh, like tell you about their whereabouts.
This is gonna be hard
I'm
for
gonna be
you.
honest, it's like a 3. I don't care. I'm gonna be for real. No, that actually sounds really bad. If they're in a situation where they're like, I'm going to a party, then it's like important
That
to me.
involves other humans.
Yeah, but if you're like at school and you're like, got off the bus, I don't care. You can tell me, but it's not like something that will ruin my day if you forget.
Yeah.
But like if you're at a party and you're like, hey, I got here, we're safe, got home, we're good.
Beautiful.
That's important. But if you're like, hey, just went to the bathroom, I don't need to know that. Like, you're like, I'm in the kitchen.
Took a massive dump, like.
Went to the kitchen. Now I'm in the living room. I don't care. Like, you can tell me, but I'm not gonna like scream and cry and throw up if I don't know. Like, that's fine.
I'd say for me, I'd say it's 5.
Okay.
I'd say it's pretty like medium for me because I get not like anxious, but I'm very like me and my mom have this thing where it's like we're very like what if this happens, and like I really would like to know if you made it home like safe, but I don't need to know like you can like tell me your plans ahead of time just so I know like I don't want to text and bother you.
Yeah.
I hate doing that when they're busy and they're like, sorry, I'm busy. I'm like,
no, I throw up every single time. Can you move my mirror? The sun is like
yes,
reflecting on half my face and I look really white. I am, but no one needs to know.
Oh wait, I'm moving mine.
Oh.
I was wondering. Okay. Yeah, I think it's
Thanks,
very
dog.
yes. I think it's just a kind of medium thing. If you do it, I did not fart. That was my arm. It's not making the sound again, please.
She tooted, I can smell it.
No! But if, like, it's great to hear about your day and, like, that kind of stuff, just knowing you're safe.
Yeah. I think I say 3 because it's not, like, a requirement.
She doesn't like clinginess either.
I don't.
I just rubbed the mic. Sorry about that.
But, like, I think if you want to tell me, tell me. If you don't want to tell me, don't have to tell me. Because most of the time in relationships, I would like to have your location, so I would, if I was that curious, I could just check.
Yeah.
I'd be able to figure it out on my own. Exactly. Give me your life 360. I'll figure it out on my own. I don't even have to ask. I'll just know.
Yep.
But I just think, like, I don't know, because I don't ever remember to text people. Like, my sister always is like, text me if your bus is here on time, and then I always forget, and she gets really mad at me. So I think it would be unfair to hold someone else to, like, yeah, you have to tell me everywhere you go if I am not good at it myself. I'm skipping Max's.
Good.
Okay, having the same humor.
That's pretty good, because if you don't laugh at my jokes...
I agree. Or if you have, like, really weird humor, because I think everything is funny, except for, like, that weird niche area of humor. And if you have that weird niche area of humor, I'm like, you're not funny.
Right. Or it's, like, those really... I don't even want to...
People that just think humor is, like, being offensive, I'm like,
yeah.
Not that funny, though. Like, some people, if you're joking about whatever, you're joking about your own stuff, that's fine. But if the only thing you think is funny is like 9/11, I'm like, that's your best joke. That's the best one you got. Do you know how many teenage boys talk about 9/11?
Right.
Like, it's actually their Roman Empire. Yeah. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't like it.
I don't either.
Or when I tell someone my birthday is and they're like, it's the day before 9/11. Okay.
Why is that the first thing you thought of?
Thank you. Thanks for reminding me.
Why'd you say it like I caused it? Like, how's it my fault?
Yeah, same humor. Like, you need to, even if it's not funny, because I know I tell really, like, terrible jokes. Not sometimes terrible, but they're just not lame. Funny. Okay. Yeah, they're lame, exactly.
Okay. I think they're funny.
Just be like, it'd be really funny if I said one and someone's like, boo, get off the stage. That would make me laugh.
Like, even if you don't think it's hilarious, just react. Give me something.
Right. But if you're like, stop talking.
I know. That would actually, I think I would burst straight into tears. Like, I think I would start crying. Like, I said something and they're like, that wasn't even good. My day and my life is ruined. I'm never saying anything ever again.
I agree.
I would weep. Like, actually.
Yeah, I'd say a solid 7.
I just would say 7. Okay, being okay with, like, giving you personal space. I'm gonna take that as, like, physically, because we already did the own life thing. I think that's 10. Because I get overstimulated very easily, and I will start getting, like, violent.
I'd say 10, like, if we're hanging out with our friends, and you're, like...
People that are, like all up in front of other people, I'm like, you're a freak. Like, why do they need to see all that?
Like, they already know that you're my boyfriend. Exactly. Why are you doing this now? And if you're in front of my family, too, and you wanna...
That's so gross.
That is embarrassing because they don't need to see that side of you or me.
I know. Or, like, if you're in a group setting and you're, like, only talking to your partner and you're, like, all up in each other's faces. Like, there's this couple at lunch, okay? I'm not going to name any names, not going to give any details. But there's a girl and a guy, and they sit at this table, and the girl sits with her legs on his lap, and they're this close to each other the whole time. And she holds his face, and they just whisper at each other. I want to throw up every time I see them, and I don't even know them personally. Like, I actually get nauseous.
Like, I want to know the secrets too.
I know.
Like,
And I feel like it's so weird to hang out in a group, but, like, just whisper all up in your partner's ear the whole time. I'm like, why are you even here?
right.
Because they sit with other people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, do you not like them? Like, do you not want to talk to your friends? Because why are you all up in his earlobe? You're like...
yeah, it's not for me.
I agree.
I'd say personal space is definitely 10.
I agree. Especially in front of other people. Like...
Oh, and, like, when they try and apologize, like...
with more physical touch.
yes. You're funny.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
That's really funny.
I think in private...
not funny.
What are you looking at?
Sorry, there's a spider web on the window. Not your window, the back
It's like,
window.
what? I think personal space, like, not as much of a thing for me in, like, private, because my favorite is physical touch. But, just, like, I hate PDA. Like, hypothetically, if you're tickling each other in front of me, I'm gonna throw up on you. On you.
I've never seen that.
Projectile onto you guys.
I've never seen that before.
I have from multiple people, and I actually want to, like, slam my own head against the nearest wall.
Okay, let me say something. If I were to see that, I hope someone slips up and, like, lets out a little fart.
What a bizarre desire. Why do you want that?
No, because it's embarrassing for you. You got what you deserve.
True.
You got the embarrassment.
True. Because I'm like, you can't wait. You can't do that when I'm not around. You know I'm right here.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. And, like, okay, with the whole, like, apologizing thing, I'd say, like, hug is nice. Anything other than that,
Aw. I don't know.
not for the right reasons.
I agree. I think, like, just understanding personal space is important. Because I don't always need personal space, but when I do need personal space,
Give it.
you need the box, and you cannot come in. Okay, that's all we've got.
Great. I love that.
Okay.
And we're under 50 minutes.
Wow.
Crazy.
8.
Yep, we're getting there.
You know?
They'll get, like, progressively, like, shorter.
Yes.
Because we'll know how to manage time better.
Yeah.
And we have good topics now.
I agree. I think our long episodes are great, though.
Yeah. I really liked our first one, though, where I name dropped. That was great.
That's so bad. It's okay, though.
But anyways, that was Green Flag episode. Yes. So now we have a balance, and we can do whatever the heck we want after this episode.
Yes.
So you got the icks and the red flags and the breakup stuff, and now you got the green flags.
And we have mics.
Yeah.
I hope these ones are better, because last time we screamed in them a few times.
We did. Sorry for the headphone users.
Yeah, sorry about that. Don't ever listen with headphones if you're listening to these.
Don't.
Because I can't predict if we're gonna start screaming.
Mm-hmm. This one was pretty tame.
This one was calm.
This one was good. Except for this. I think that was our version of a scream this time.
My hand is blue. Like,
it's
the
reflection.
I literally look like malnourished.
It's the
No, but, like, look at my palm. I look like I've never eaten anything a day in my life, and my blood is slowly being sucked from my palms. Like, please.
Okay.
Anyways.
It's not in person.
Yeah,
so
it's not in person, guys. Please.
It's fine. But thanks for watching or listening. I feel, yeah.
What do you feel?
We need to keep this under 50
keep it short?
minutes.
Okay.
Yep. Bye. Bye.